as I get things set up so I can just chill and figure out what is going on. Okay. Here we go. Oh my god, panda's scary. Tangled. Kung Fu Panda. Okay, there we go. So we're live now. Gonna set things up. This is our Pokemon DND roleplay stream. We're doing the Glacial Wasteland Island expansion. I don't know what you'd call it. It's gonna be good times. So with me, I have Angel, Andrea, Crystal, Leafy, Dragon, and SoulClick. I don't know anyone else is gonna pop in, sadly, but also kind of good since I don't have to worry too much what everyone's gonna be doing. Okay, there. I posted in the Discord that we're live. And now. Well, this is kind of role play. Oh, unless you're shaking my head. Shaking my head. Not like that. Not like that. Role play in the sense of it's a role play. We're playing roles. Goodness gracious. Sheesh. Okay, let me fix this. There we go. So I can see that chat and that chat. And this is going to be kind of annoying having to switch between them all the time. It's going to be kind of annoying, but it's whiz. Anyways, how you doing? Like, guys already know, I already said how you doing. But, man, oh man. Okay, we're going to start this off with the Snorlax side. Beginning this, we see that, the Magikarp ship from last time is still busted up. I guess I should, when I say last time, I mean like probably a few times back. For people that don't know, we had a Magikarp ship from the Sun and Moon era when we went to the Executor Island. And pretty much what ended up happening was everyone got some Dynamaxes and some other such things. Some people got Shinies. And so that's busted up. Now, the prior last time, people got a special note in a bottle, and it was a little note that was pretty much calling for help. I don't have the note written up, but I'll redo this one later on and we'll have a better detailed note. But Andrea opens it, looks at the note, and it says in bold letters, "Please send help." And what's it called? And then they say the drifting island, like what's called the drifting ice island, is in need of help, something like that. You know, there's blood on the letter, and it gives coordinates to where it's at, you know. But is it really reliable because it's drifting? Who knows? But the general area is where that was last at. So they look at it and they realize we should probably go there, as some people need help. Now, the Snorlax side's pretty nice, so they would probably do that out of the kindness of their hearts, you know. Like, yeah, we'll go help them out. That's what we're supposed to do. Plus, there could be some cool stuff to be had. It's an adventure. With that happening, simultaneously, there's a bottle that drifted ashore on the Gengar continent. SoulClick picked it up when they were just walking on the beach. A nice romantic beach walk. And the same thing. And they looked at it and said, well, maybe there is some loot to be had. So SoulClick rounds up Leafy and Dragon and says, hey, let's go to these coordinates and let's figure out what is going on here, you know. And with that being said, they get on their respected mounts. Would you like to say what mounts you guys go on? And is the Discord? Yeah, it's meant to be on YouTube chat. Yeah, so don't use anything inappropriate. So feel free to do that. How you doing, by the way, Sonny? How you been? Well, I can't really talk right now. It's kind of like an important stream for our little Dungeon Dragons. So if I'm not trying to ignore you, it just takes a bit for me to chat and say hi. I'm already running late to this, so I'm trying to set things up with it. But with that being said, we'll go to the Snorlax side. What would you like to do to get there? It's you got a bottle that's cold to the touch. It has a little bit of it's almost like this ice that doesn't really melt wrapped around the bottle. The note inside was saying, hey, we need help. It's a slowly drifting ice continent. Here's the general coordinates of where to go. You round up Angel, Andrea, Andrea's the one that was reading it. So you got Angel, Crystal, and Leafy. You say, hey, let's go and check out this area. You know, let's see what's going on here. How do you guys get there? You get the coordinates. How are you guys gonna go there? Let me read. Crystal activates her mount. Epic. Crystal activates the mount. Not bad at all. I'll read the mount in a second. There we go. If we were to pop it up, it says, the she, it's a mount. The massive mutated beast whose muscles can break diamond, but also break hearts. It can carry immense weight without issue and can hold 3 people on its massive broad shoulders. It can scale walls and jump 20 feet high, but it's so dense it cannot swim. So it walks upon the bottom floor of the ocean. It uses its fingers to gouge into its neck, making gills so it could transport Crystal to the location she needs to go. And on top of that, Crystal has extremely large snorkel that can go up to 2,000 feet in depths. It reaches all the way there, so she has constant air supply. She doesn't have any other way. So that's the only way she got there. Crystal does that. Andrea, crazy cat, she calls out her hoot hoots. They latch onto her, lift her up in the air, and take her to the island, following the coordinates as Crystal, and I think Crystal didn't get the bottle. She just knows where it's at. Leafy jumps, I'm assuming, on their Metagross and starts following Andrea. And Angel, let's see, scroll in the old intro. Zubat carry me with this. Let's see, Belly. Yeah, that's fair enough. So Angel throws out their Zubat and they carry him to where Andrea's going. With that being said, what would you like to do on the opposite side for Gengar's side? So we have them moving forward and taking them to the location of the ice island. Now, what would the Gengar side like to do? Thank you for the $1, by the way. I appreciate it. I did notice you. I said hi. I'm busy. I can't really chat when we're setting up this Dungeons and Dragons thing. So it's nothing against you, but I appreciate it. Don't send me money, by the way. You keep that money. If you guys haven't checked out, by the way, Sunny, she's finally making her way back. She does a free grooming service, and she's gonna be streaming that when she can. Also games. So please subscribe to her. Sorry, I'm wrapped up in this role play right now. This Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm not ignoring you. I know you're there, so I have to do this to focus on this. My mom brought me some food. I'm gonna go get it really quick while they're typing it up because I'm starving. Ah, my butt. I haven't ate all day, so this is gonna be pretty wicked. Ow! Sorry, I just ate some food. Oh, I know you're streaming right now. My bad. Yeah, right now we're doing Dungeons and Dragons Pokemon. Hi, Sony stream. I'll get my balloon ready and drag. Let's see, drag dragon if I have to fly into the island. Okay, sweet. So, Soul Click pops out their Fennekin balloon. If you want to post the artifact of your Fennekin mount, feel free to. You don't have to. And Papa Dragon, aka Dragon, jumps upon the balloon and makes their way towards the ice island. During that time, they both meet up, the squads do, as they are both searching. Thank you, by the way, Crystal. If you guys want to follow and subscribe to Sunny, feel free to click that link. I appreciate Crystal. They both squads meet each other, the Snorlax and the Gengar side. They've seen each other a few times, so they're like, oh, hey, what are you guys doing? And they're chitter-chatting between each other, saying that, okay, we found this bottle. And they go, oh, weird, we have the same bottle. We're going there. Want to team up? They say, yeah. So both sides decide to team up, and now they're both looking for the general area of this massive ice island off the coordinates that they found. They were unable to find it fast, but through time, they finally stumbled across it, and it's this massive island, which I'll show right now. Give me a second. It's a massive Darmanitan-sized island, if I can just figure this out. There we go. If you look at the screen now, it's a massive Darmanitan island with a little Darmaka island. If you look at it, you can see some detailing. I really like this detail. I haven't seen the arm detailing before. That's so cool, Andrea. I haven't seen the arm detailing before like that. That's wicked. So with that happening, you guys both interact, and you now stumbled across the Galorian Darmanitan with Galorian Darmaka Island. And congrats. You have found it. What would you guys like to do now as you guys found it? You guys go into the ground. I'm seeing the YouTube chat right now. I'm not sure if there's a YouTube oh wait, my bad. Yeah, I only showed the YouTube chat. My bad. 1 second. I didn't oop. 1 second. I didn't screen share for them in the Discord. Rip. Excuse me. There we go. There you go. For people I didn't see. There's the Galorian in the Discord. There's the Galorian one. You can just post it in the Discord if you want, Andrea, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be easily be able to do that since I can't switch between. I don't have enough room space, like screen for them to see it. If you want to, you can. But yeah, that's the general thing. Was that? With that being said, we are now there. You guys land, and it's nighttime. It's dark. The stars are out. It's beautiful. You see this massive island. And with that being said, you go to the next thing, which is right here. You see a igloo all by itself, light peering in, light peering out from the inside of the igloo. There's smokes coming up from it. It's on the back of the beautiful starry night. What would you guys like to do? We'll start off with that. What would you guys like to do? You see this beautiful igloo. Beautifully drawn pixel art by Andrea. Big thanks, Andrea, for making that. Just going to get my food set up really quick. Let's see. I get off and walk closer. So Chris starts walking closer. Want to go to the igloo, but ask everyone else. So Andrea asked what everyone wants to do. I need some food while I wait. Offer Crystal some jerky if she rushes in. Yeah, like it's a forced quest right now, Leafy. And you're just there. You came in through your Metagross. Okay, activate your EV mount. It sniffs around, and it smells that there's someone inside the igloo. That's all you smell. Crystal's slowly walking towards it, making her way downtown. She's walking fast. Inch by inch, she gets closer. So call it my AV. Both of us decided to scout the new area. Home discover a new culture to learn about. Oh yeah, you'll learn about some stuff. We'll definitely learn about some new cultures today. Want to stay back and go in the igloo after the other. Sounds good. I follow everyone else, and I'm cold. It's a very chilly night for sure. The wind is hitting hard. Also, the island seems to have been anchored. It stopped drifting as a heads up. So you have to worry about looking for it again. I sent out my Nirmala. I'm not sure if that's how I pronounce it. Nirmala. My level 15 Litleo. I'm crazy, so the cold don't bother me anyways. That's true. The little Litleo pops up, and its heat radiates through the area, causing it to be a little bit warmer for everyone else. It's a, hot-blooded, fiery Pokemon. So I can wrap it around my neck. Gifting, let's see, us both some warmth. So you wrap your Eevee around your neck, keeps you warm. Sounds good. Okay, so sitting on the shoulder so the fluffy cat feel cold. Gonna take my slug bro and heat up a little. Perfect. Dragon throws out his slugma, which causes a big burst of heat to pop around the area, causing him to warm up. Now you collectively warmed up everyone since Slugma is such a hot Pokemon. It's leaving a trail of a melted snow and water and ice as it goes forward, slugging its way through and killing all the grass underneath. But it's warmer now. Everyone is happy at that. The Slugma is slowly making its way to the igloo. Is the sky visible? Yeah, the sky is visible. It's a starry night. Starry night in the overpass. Starry night. So is that about does it for you guys' interaction? You guys want to enter into it now? Because Crystal's pretty much there. Yeah, you don't have that. I don't think you have that Executor no more. Let's see, I rush in like normal. So Crystal walks in, and there's an old man sitting in a chair with a fire right next to him. He's whittling on some wood, and it's starting to make a shape of a Pokemon. You can't really tell too much what it is, but it's there. It's starting to make form. As that happens, the rest walk in, bumping into Crystal as she stopped in place to look at the surroundings. You see a whole bunch of old bones and artifact-like things that have been stored through the years. Other statues carved from bone and whatnot. A lot of things that look like they came from a tropical area. But now it don't fit this area. It's like you look at the background to this. It looks like this guy came from like someplace like Hawaii or something. It looks like he came from Alola. Like the Alolan region. And but he's in this tropical, environment inside, but outside there's a whole bunch of frozen wasteland, and it's just like despair. So you see this thing, just keep that in mind. And the guy looks up at you, and a little smirk comes across his face. He notices that maybe these people are here to help him. What'd you guys like to do? How you doing, Umbreon? It's been a while. How you been, buddy? I have a moped coming soon. In the mail. I'm gonna do some moped streams. Hell busy moving to a house. Oh, nice. Glad to hear. Congrats. That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's see. This place feels cozy. Ask about his interior. Anyone runs forward and sniffs what he's whittling. As that happens, he looks at the little Litleo, pets him on the head as he answers to Andrea's question. He says, "Oh, these old things. They're things from a place long past, a time that is no longer here with us, but is left in memory as you see it hung across the wall." He says that I'm willing to tell you about this story if you have time to listen, but also I have possibly requests with great rewards if you'd like to go on this. Tell me, what would you like to? Would you like to listen to this old man's story, or would you like to just move on and leave me be? Oh, the house is built rather than the person. So you're looking at that. Would you like to ask him that, Angel? Half-heartedly listen. Would you like to ask him that, like, soon, is what I'm getting at. So Dragon says, tell the story, please, and everyone else is going to listen while Angel half listens. So now let me set this up. I'll be honest, I don't remember where I put the story. I know I had it in my Discord. Here it is. I have it on my phone, though. So let me tell you guys the story. Let me tell you a tale I have long past, if I can find my notes. Where is my notes section? There it is. Okay. The guy seems rather tired. He seems rather sleepy as well. You know, he's up when you get up in old age. You can't go on for a long time. But anyways, he goes, let me tell you a story. Long ago, there was a vibrant tropical island, pulsating with life. The geothermal energy from the volcano made it a perfect habitat for growing plants all year round. The lush emerald jungles, meeting the beautiful blue lagoons, caused a splash of rich yet exotic scenery that could take your breath away, yet soothe your soul. From beautiful sandy beaches to rolling hills, from the highest palm trees to the deepest caves. The beauty of this thriving ecosystem was rivaled by none. The people that lived here respected the land and gave back all that was taken. However, great things must come to an end. For what was built upon sand must wash away with the tide. It started with a single ice cube. A never melt ice cube to be exact. For no matter how hot things got, it would never melt, hence the name. Perplexed, the townsfolk were, yet intrigued. Soon enough, more started to wash ashore, one after the other. Some would say it was an act from God. Some figured a way to contain the cube in a small box, rigged it with hot air to flow down into the box, which would then push out air through the vents. It caused a chilling airflow to come out. Pretty nice invention when you live near a volcano. Others found a way to now successfully prolong the expiration date of their food by storing the cubes in large containers, segmenting them behind a sheet of steel, and resting their food upon it. Technological breakthroughs like this improved the quality of life for all the island folk. However, they're already happy and grateful for what they had. But those were the beauties to this tragedy. For there's always two sides to the coin, because one night the glacier came, and it melt. And oh, how it melt. He looks at you guys and says, how do you hear? How do you feel about the story? Are you impressed? And he's, his eyes light up, but you can tell that he's really tired. He says, by the way, that's only the beginning, but I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little parched. You know, as you can tell, there's not much water around here. It's all frozen. So, would you like to possibly help me with something? You'll be rewarded handsomely. So he tells you the first part, you know. Let's see. I say I'm liking his storytelling. His eyes light up. He's ecstatic. He says, I like you. You're one with a keen ear and a heart of gold. While there might be some chaos in you, there's also purity. And he gives you a little thumbs up and winks over at you like a little happy wink. But that's all part of the first story. He said that he's too tired, you know, he can't really keep up with what he used to be like, you know. So he said, I will continue the story once I get a little break because it's too much for him, you know. You look at him, he looks like he might be like in his like late 100s, late 200s. Well, late 200s, maybe even 300s. Maybe you look at he's probably like almost 300, honestly. He's looking like the salt and pepper's not there anymore. It's just the salt. His hair has gone purely white. Purely white. Let's see. I haven't been playing Pokemon lately. Can't wait for the new games though. Because my girlfriend and Pure Scott. Oh, sweet, dude, that's good. Yeah, no, I haven't. I've been working on this DND thing, and I haven't had the energy to play Pokemon. But I'm gonna start playing again soon. Try Hunt. But once that game comes out, it's game over. I'm playing that like how I used to. Okay, I want to help you out for sure, old man. So Andreas says, I'd like to help you out. I mean the igloo, not the story. So yes, even though I mean the igloo, not his story. Sounds good. So everyone's happy with the story. They say would like to help you out. So he looks at you guys, says, on this island, you'll find a lot of mystery, a lot of adventure, a lot of heartbreak and tragedy. You'll see of something of a time that has gone and has left a bitter taste in my mouth. I'll explain more when you get back. You could maybe piece together the puzzle as time goes on, but I can't tell you everything. But I will tell you is that there's a plain not too far away from here, a field, and there's a special rock there that has under it a special artifact. If you could bring it back, I'll continue this story, and maybe you'll be rewarded something nicely. So, would you guys like to go there? You guys see the igloos, just kind of, enough room to hold you guys, but it's getting a little cramped. You can tell he's old. He's tired. Okay, so everyone jumps aboard to go on to the plane. Now let me pop open the plane. You guys make it through the night. He lets you rest in the house with him. As morning breaks, dawn starts to light up the whole entire area. You can see a field not too far away. You start making your way to the field. The field is now right here. It's a large, vast field with mountains in the backdrop far away. Big, puffy clouds with a pretty flat, somewhat wavy in some areas. There's a bit of dirt that is obviously brownish and blackish as it all has died out the local vegetation there through this cold, harsh winter that it keeps itself from constantly being in a state of. You now have to just go around looking for that particular stone. As you can tell, it's a rather large, vast area. You realize that on the left side, you see a bit of rocky structures. On the right side, it's more of snowy, hilly areas. And down the middle is a bit of both. So left is rocky, middle, a bit of both of snow and rock. And then the right side is more of snow with like flowing fields and like mounds of snow. What would you guys like to do? What would you guys like to do? So give me a second. I'll let you guys figure out what you'd like to do. And it'll be like a unanimous type of thing where like we'll all just collectively go there. These guys aren't going to really try to separate too much during this to make it more simplistic. It's kind of like a group question, if that makes sense. I like to judge which path is the safest. You can't tell. It's it's unfamiliar territories. Safest would be whatever you think would be the safest. But at the end of the day, you're probably going to be forced to be like a group decision. Which way to go? You're not trying to break off. So we got 2 areas from Rocky Place. We'll fly up and reconnaissance, see if there's a good path. Sounds good. Okay, let me see if you can roll to see if the paths is. Oops, my bad. I already have it up. 5 and 6 will land to see if you get to successfully tell you which side's better. Okay, well 6 you land a 6, a perfect 6. The rocky spot looks the best. It looks the safest route. Because you can see there's not much going on, but you can see somewhat movement on both paths, but they're kind of blending with the background. So the rocky left side is probably the best. It's 3 people want to go to rocky anyway, so it looks like we're going there. Start to build a snowman body for my Eevee. Okay, let's see if you successfully build it. 4 and higher to successfully build it. I don't know if it did it roll. 1 second. Oh, I didn't even roll it the first time. Oh, you did successfully. I clicked roll, but didn't. Okay, no, it did roll. It just got 6 twice. Okay, you did successfully build a snowman body for your Eevee. You keep this knowledge with you that what a snowman looks like and how it operates. So you understand they are cold, yet somewhat firm, but not too firm, and they can't move. You learn that. Well, let's see. Okay, so you get your balloon ready. Oh, that's fair enough. I mean, so you jump in your balloon with Dragon. You both pop in there. And yeah, you can give it a avocados if you want. So with that being said, you guys walk towards the rocky mountain, a rocky path, I should say, the rocky path. And as you guys are getting there, you can see there is a lot of rocks scattered across the ground. Some big ones, some small ones. A few that are somewhat frozen, but not too frozen, you know. And while you're making your way there, would you guys like to do anything? Because it feels like it goes on for a while, and as you guys realize, you're walking for a bit. Would anyone like to do anything? That's fine. You can throw it out. You send out your rock ruff, and it walks with you. Sounds good. The rocks to see if any are special. I'm getting tired, so I mount. So you jump on the mount as you're getting tired. Good call. Let's roll to see 6 and higher to see if you. My bad, 5 or higher to see if you get the roll. Let's see. There we go. Okay, you did. So you're looking at the rocks and you're realizing a lot of them are just pebbles. There's nothing interesting. But as you move your hand across the ground, you do see one that is kind of frozen. Would you like to grab it? Andrea's reaching for a stone. I take it. Yes, I grab it. And you happen to find a ice stone on the ground. So congrats, you found an ice stone. You pocket it in, and you see that there is a little like a little tiny snowflake in the middle. It's nice. You pocket that. You found an ice stone on what's called Crystal's Walking Still. Rock Ruff to use Odor Sleuth to help Crazy Cat. So would you like to, let's see, 5 or higher to see if it succeeds to look for anything else? It does not work. You don't find anything, sadly. Your Rock Ruff does not find anything, sadly. Yeah, your Rock Ruff doesn't find anything. So next question is, what would you guys like to do? You guys see that there's nothing here, but there's tons of rocks going forward. There's still a lot forward. You guys are with them. You're not going too far. You're higher. You're up higher in the air. You're not going faster or further than anyone. The wind pushed you back as you get further away from the group. Okay, one person wants to follow. Leafy wants to follow. You need to check for movement ahead. 5 or higher to see if there's any movement. You fail. You can't see if there's any movement. The wind is too chaotic in moving your balloon around, so you can't really see. I also keep following the rocks. Who knows what other shinies I can find? Keep going. Okay, so the rest of you decide to group together and keep pushing forward. So as a group, it's voted that you want to keep walking forward. You're walking, but it feels like you've been walking for a long time. The rocks are starting to become the same once again. As you're walking forward, a few of you almost trip on the rocks. They look the same, but they're not the same. So you know that there's some pacing going on, but you don't realize how far you are. You're starting to get a little tired. The cold is starting to settle in, but your Pokemon are keeping you warm still. Now you're starting to see bigger rocks are starting to form. What would you guys like to do? You guys are stopped. You walked pretty far this time. You have stamina, and you have a skeleton has stamina and can feel the cold. Because it can freeze up and seize your joints. They do have stamina. It depends on what type of fantasy. Also, you're by the law of me. You have to realize that. So if I say they have stamina, they have stamina. In that mind, your like whole entire resistance would not work. I have my mount break a big rock. See, ooh, that's pretty smart. I'll let it happen. Actually, I'm not gonna roll for that. You break a big rock, and out jumps a Geodude, launching at you. What would you like to do? Want to check the big rocks for any clues or scratches? Okay, or art about anything here. I will roll 4 or higher. You do successfully. You see that there is markings, but you can't understand what the markings are. You just see that they are there. You know. It just depends. You know. Like for example, you can tell that there's some type of drawings, but like you can at the same time. You can't really understand the drawings. You just know that they're there. You know what I mean? Like you just know that they're there and they're trying to depict something, but it's so worn down through time. But you do know that there's something going on this island that was in the past, and it's trying to show off something. I throw a ball and panic. 4 or higher to catch it. You successfully caught the Geodude. Yeah, we're living by a... Well, it really just depends on what type of story you listen to, Leafy. Like, I do more of the... I'll shiny roll for it. I forgot about that. Let me drop it down to 50. Like, for me, for example, I like manhwa, and that's not traditional zombies. Oh, shiny. I was going to give you 5 chances. You got a shiny shadow Geodude. The aura encapsulates its body and bursts as it shines with great beauty. Or I guess it doesn't shine. It darkens. It absorbs all the light in this. Also, it is it's a Alolan Geodude, by the way. Alolan Shadow Shiny Geodude. Alolan Shadow Shiny Geodude. In that rock was a Alolan Shadow Shiny Geodude. Yeah, well, that's not the time for it right now, if you were trying to stick with the roleplay. Don't try to drift off on wants and whatnot. I'm also gonna check out the rocks. Okay, so you want to check out the rocks too. I will roll for you to see 4 or higher since you're in the sky to see if there's anything in the rocks. You got a 4. You do see something shifting around in the rocks in a cluster. What would you like to do? Dude, that was wicked. That was crazy. I'd like to tell everyone to rest for a bit. I can scout ahead. That's okay, if that's okay. I mean, you can try to scout ahead. I have to go. Can someone take over for me? I'll just have you set up a camp here, a little base camp, and the rest can go forward. I'll still give you some rewards, so don't worry if you have to head out. And if you come back before it's over, I'll let you, you know, continue on to where you were. I'm gonna kick a rock to see what happens. Okay, so you saw movement of something on there, so you jump on you couldn't really tell what it was. So you jump, you kick a rock. You got a 3. You need a 4 or higher to inspect what the rock was doing. You hit your toe, hurting yourself. Your toe's like, owie! And it's throbbing. Your toe actually says owie, and it throbs. With that happening, a graveler turns and looks at you directly in the face and says, like, you know, like, what the heck did you do? So you have a graveler. I'm gonna roll to see if it's shiny. Let me put 1 in 100 for you. I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No shiny. No shiny. Normal graveler. What would you like to do? By the way, it's an Alolan Graveler. What would you like to do? It's an Alolan Graveler. Curly doesn't have any level that I'm aware of. Let me check. Alolan Graveler shiny is kind of goofy. It's just like the normal shiny. Oh, geez, there's a Pokemon Go website for the stats. I need the Alolan Graveler stats. We're just gonna, because it's not showing me the Alolan Graveler stats that I need. I'm just gonna keep it with, it gets both. Let me see. It's gonna be level 25. Level 25. I'll let you walk forward 50 feet. 6 to be able to successfully walk forward. You do land a... That's pretty surprising. You did land a 6. So you successfully walk forward, scouting the area. 3 and higher will let you find something. You do. You find some ore on the ground. It's a white ore. It's purely white. Feel free to take it. Your Geodude will be level 20. I'm gonna attack it. Okay, so you you have initiative, even though it did you did fail in kicking it. It still has that initiative. So feel free to, whatever level your Pokemon is, those are the moves that you will have. It does have it's level 25. This Alolan Graveler. You successfully pick up a white, pure white, ivory colored ore. How you doing, Diana? How are you? How are you? I gotta turn on my fan. I'm burning right now, man. It's hot in here. It is hot. Aw, I only have one chicken nugget left. When you get back, you can. Not right now, so quick, because I don't know what the ore would be. Can I check for any ice rocks around the area? And I want to test my Scold. Yeah, feel free. Andrea launched their Pokemon out, shooting a Scold. Let's see. 5 or higher to identify. You do not identify anything that is there. Scold. What's Scold? I'm not sure what that means. Well, they did say Scald earlier. They did say Scold earlier. Or is it called Scald? I don't fucking know. No, you're fine. Yeah, you didn't find anything. Let's send out Slug Bro and have it use Incinerate for the Graveler. Okay, let me see what Incinerate does really quick. I think it like burns a berry in the process. Incinerate inflicts damage to all adjacent Pokemon, destroys berries. Yeah, okay, it just destroys berries. It's not holding berries, so you use Incinerate. Let's see. You launch a 1. Your Incinerate misses. It launches past. The Graveler jumps out of the way, clapping his hands together, laughing at you as you just missed it. He is not impressed and wants to see what you could do, so he lets you go once again. Feel free to also I know, that's what I was like wondering, like what was going on with the Skull. I couldn't remember if that was your move or not. Whatever you got later on. So with the Graveler, he's letting you go again because he's not impressed by you. He sees that and he goes, yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. The Graveler's not too impressed. Yeah, it's pretty hot here. Says yawn, make it drowsy. Okay, let's see. 2 or higher to have it land. It does critically land, and they immediately fall asleep. Since it was a critical drowsy, it swings back to you. It's your turn again. The Graveler is zinging away. A little snot bubble comes from its Graveler nose. Don't ask about it. Don't ask, don't tell. Okay. You launch a Pokeball. You need to get a... It's asleep, so a 4 or higher. See if it catches. It does not catch. It jumps out. Still asleep, so I guess it bursts out. But it's still asleep. Well, let's roll to see if it's asleep. 2 or higher to see if it's still asleep. It's still asleep. Swings it back to your turn. I do not want to be captured. Try again. Okay. So, let's see. 4 or higher. You fail once again. It bops out. And now let's roll 3 or higher to have it still stay asleep. It wakes up and looks at you confused. He goes up just a second ago, but then all of a sudden it fell asleep. So he's thinking he was so bored of you that he probably fell asleep. So he's not impressed. He turns away and starts walking away. What would you like to do? Oh, the DND stuff? It's not hard. It's pretty easy. It's actually extremely easy. If you're talking about the DND stuff, it's super easy. It just looks intimidating because it's not actually D&D. It's just like a semi-soft D&D with roleplay mechanics. It really ain't hard. Another ball is back, 3rd time the charm. So now it's up. So you have to have a 5 or higher to land the catch. And you miss the thing. The ball goes right past it. Let's roll to see if it runs away. 5 or higher to see if it runs away. Bro, it ran away. You lost! The Alolan Graveler, it rolled away and launched a stack shock at you. Next time, I would say probably damage it a bit to try to impress it. But it's okay. There's more Pokemon to be had in the future. So don't worry too much. So now that we got that all wrapped up, everyone is all dead set on they're rested. Soul comes back from their scouting with some new ore, and now you guys decide to press forward. As you guys walk forward, you're now seeing much larger rocks. There is one very, very big stone next to a whole bunch of other decently sized large stones, but not as big as that middle one. And then there's a couple little medium-sized stones that are near the extra large. And then there's one singular small stone. What would you like to do? To the big-ass stone and inspect it. I want to smell it. Okay, 5 or higher to successfully smell it. You smell nothing because you only hit a 2. There's nothing to be had there. You can't feel nothing. You can't smell anything. Your eyes aren't just picking up anything if it's there. But my head's busy with... No, you're fine. You're fine. You're all good, Diana. I'll be having a lot of these in the near future, these streams. This is a very, like, kind of bumpy one right now because I didn't really plan this one out too much. I did, but, like, I didn't plan to start today. I was looking more for tomorrow. Can I lick? You can lick it. Let's lick. You lick it to see what happens. 4 or higher to successfully lick it. 3 and lower. Something might happen. You lick it, and the cold from the air sticks your tongue to it, and the cold from the surface, your tongue is now stuck to it. You pull back, and it launches your head forward. You pull back, and it launches your head directly back forward. What do? If the rocks that broke 7 Pokemon will come from the massive stone. Steelix, perhaps? Maybe. Maybe. You never know. Oh, that's wicked. That's wicked, Crystal. That's Crystal's shadow shiny Alolan Geodude. There we go. Had a little stroke there. Alolan Geodude. That's wicked. See, can I scold Dragon? It's funny to see him stuck. You can. Would you like to scold to help him out? I take it you do. 4 higher to successfully help him. 3 and lower. God help you. You do successfully apply a quick scold to the area above. It trickles down before it freezes. It warms up, and his tongue gets free from the stone. His taste buds are tingling. He just tastes pain. Would you like to do anything else? We have Crystal that can still do something. Soul Click, Leafy. I don't know who else has their turn to do stuff. Yeah, Leafy, Crystal, and Soul. There's one big rock in the middle. It's an extra large rock. On the other sides, there's a large rocks, medium rocks, and one small rock. I'll dig under the stone. Let's see if you can dig. 5 or higher to successfully dig. You do not successfully dig. You try to reach down, and the ground is frozen solid near it. You can't make your way to it. Okay. I want to send Metagross to use Flash Cannon. The second base one. Let's see. Stay admire my shiny. Well, absolutely not useful for the team. Sounds good. Crystal's caught up in the beautiful dark aura that takes all the light and absorbs it of this amazing shadow shiny Geodude. Absolutely stunning. So I want to send a Metagross out to use a Flash Cannon on the second biggest rock. So 5 or higher to successfully land the Flash Cannon to cause some type of a thing to come from it. You launch a Flash Cannon. It hits dead center into the second biggest rock. It scratches it up quite a bit, but doesn't crack it. It looks like that is it for that. So as you guys did all that, you realize that the second biggest rock is pretty strong and sturdy. You got nothing taste or smell wise from the biggest rock. Now Andrea's going to the smallest stone. As they make their way there, what would you like to do with that, Andrea? And what else would you guys like to do? Or now swinging it back to you guys. Nothing else is going on in the background. There's just this big ominous rocks leading to smaller rocks. Andrea's going for the smallest rock. I want to feel the stone and see if I can pick it up. Okay. Let's roll 5 or higher to successfully pick it up. You do not successfully pick it up, but you do touch it, and it's not as cold as the other rocks. There's something to this rock. I choose roleplay to tell them to warm up the soil around the rock. Okay, you successfully warm up the soil around the rock. That's going to cost your turn this one, so you have to wait until it swings back to you before you can do another action. But you did successfully warm up the soil around it, melting the ice. And now you reached directly to the soil area, which is you burnt all the grass. So you're right there. How you doing, T? Did you want to join, T? I can teleport you in as an emergency join if you want to join this roleplay. It's not too far in. Let's see. I want to sit down by the rock and dig it out. Okay. 4 higher to start successfully digging it out. 4 higher. Yeah. Okay. So you hit it with a scald, which burns the ground around you, and you start to successfully dig it, making your way, your claws tearing through the soil and dirt, scraping against the rocks that are underneath the soil. And, yeah, you're starting to make your way down there. I want to have a Metagross help dig. Help dig who? Soul Click or Andrea? Well, I guess Andrea just started digging, so they can start helping. But you could just wait for Soul Click. Depends. Did you want to help Andrea, or do you want to wait while it starts to melt? See, I'll be home in a few. Just got off work. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can pop in once you get home. Who would you like to help dig, Leafy? Oh, that's so loud. I hate this fan right now. Andre, okay. So you both collectively dig. It looks like Leafy's maybe trying to also get something out of this interaction with Andrea. Sneaky, sneaky Leafy. As you guys make your way down to it, 6 or higher to immediately dig it out. You do not. You guys keep digging. You guys are getting deeper as you reach down into the earth, pulling aside the soil and the small pebbles. Anything you'd like to do, Dragon? Crystal's still looking at their beautiful shadow shiny Galore Geodude. This one is deep. Yeah, you're roughly about a foot into digging. Well, this is a small rock, it's not a big rock. I keep saying, yeah, I keep saying Glorin. I mean Alolan, my bad. Alolan shiny shadow. I'm so used to saying Galore. Alolan shadow shiny. So you're about a foot into digging. You're about a foot deep down. It now cooled down as let's see. As Dragon's typing because he takes the babies. He's English not his native language. What's it called? It's now successfully melted the ground near you, Soul Click. So feel free to say what you like to do. You will now have access to soil. I'm gonna help dig using my hands. Okay. We're gonna roll 4 or higher to help successfully dig. the dice don't like you today. As you start digging through the soil, you chip your fingernail. Pain strikes your fingernail, which is nice because it takes away from the pain in your tongue. But you do help a little bit. You get them 5 centimeter deeper. I have my mount, the she help dig with those muscles. Okay, let's since it's such a beefcake, 2 or higher to successfully help dig. You do 5. The she uses its strong, beefy muscles to dig down deep with its hand. It goes down 4 feet deep, and launches it up in the air. Dirt spraying everywhere, pebbles spraying everywhere. One bonks Dragon on the head. He's not having a good time. Dragon's just getting bullied today. And you realize you are now 5 feet deep, and the stone is still going. And with that being said, you're actually 5 feet and 5 centimeters deep. And it's still going. Turf's gonna help dig. They successfully help dig. Another 5 centimeters deep. Okay, is there anything? Oh, wait, actually, this is your own. Because you're gonna dig. You're digging your own area. So let me roll to see what you're digging over here. So yeah, you successfully dig. My bad. You're going to your own area to dig. My bad, Soul. So you successfully dig. You start digging under the rock. You're about 3 feet into your dig, and you're starting to feel a bottom to it. What would you guys like to do? Soul clicks on his own, digging deep, pushing away the dirt. They're starting to feel a bottom to the big rock. Well, you're still making your way. I guess you can do a perception check. 5 or higher to see if you scan anything that while you're digging. You do. You start seeing that there's an end to it. You start seeing it's more rounded. It's rounded at the bottom like it was rounded at the top. You're starting to get that formation of it's rounded at the bottom as well. Let's see. I do a last effort to dig the massive chunks. Okay. You you raise your hands high, your claws frilling out. 3 or higher to dig deep. 3 or higher. The higher the number is, the better the dig is. You hit exactly 3. You go down 3 more feet. You now are 8 feet in, and there's still no end. It's a long, narrow rock that's going deep. But as you're determined, you roll once again to see if you use your hand. That was one hand. Now you're swinging your other hand. You go 5 feet deep, so 5 plus 8 is 13, I believe, hopefully. You're 13 feet deep, yet there is no end to it. Let's see. Feel free to do whatever you want to do next, Soul. You're still kind of digging, but like you're finding near the end of it, so you want to dig to the end. I'm gonna take a power net recover for my damage to my tongue and hands. Dragon successfully takes a little nap. He lazes about. The psychic is gonna infuse the she. Let's see. We're gonna roll to see what the she digs. A 5 plus a 4. That's 9. So you dig. Let's see. You're at 13, 22 feet deep. The she grabs both his hands and just grabs the soil and rips it out in huge clumps. Goes 9 feet deep. You're 22 feet deep and there's still no end to this big rock, but then it grabs it tightly. Psychic infuses with the she. One second, I got a message. So as the she grabs on to the rock, Leafy Psychic boosts its power. Let's see. 2 or higher successfully pull out this rock. Uh-oh. You land on the 1. You lift and you pull and you launch that rock 20 feet upwards. So now 42 feet of it is being exposed out of the ground. The she did a valiant effort with that psychic boost. However, the she is just more enraged as it was not able to rip it in one go. So we roll once again to see if the she will be able to pull out more than the 42 feet rock. You do successfully pull out the rock. The she scraps its arms around the rock and pulls it upwards, launching with the psychic infused with it. You then see the rest of the rock, 100 feet high, launches out of the air, flailing up, and it spins and then dives down and lands into the ground, slamming with such force it burrows all the way to the same spot it was at the beginning. So it goes 100 feet downwards, and now all you have is the tip of the rock that you pulled out the opposite side. It's pretty much a long tube of a rock. But on that rock, the new tip, you see something. What would you like to do, Andrea, since it is your rock? I want to grab it. You reach out 2 or higher to successfully grab it. One second, I just got like a message about something. Oh, sweet. Order was canceled. Okay, but 2 or higher to successfully grab it. You do successfully grab it. As you reach out to grab the tip of what it was, you grab it. Hand gets purchased onto it. You pull it upwards, just trying to lift it, and you realize it's starting to make leverage. It's like a little tip of it. You grab it and you go, poof. You look at what's in your hand. A part of the rock fell off. It feels plasticky. There's plastic wrapped around that rock because all of a sudden you realize there's a cap to it. You picked up a water bottle. People grabbed and dug 100 feet down into the earth, put a water bottle at the tip, and then filled up the that hole with cement. And the water bottle was the funnel to release it. So congrats! You successfully have a broken empty water bottle. Make sure you put that in your inventory and inspect it when you get home. Everyone else that helped out, don't worry. The great deed was remembered, and you will be blessed upon in the future. You gained 1 point of intelligence. For you will not be fooled again by such trickery. you realized maybe becoming stubborn isn't the best thing to do. But anyways, now we switch back to Soul Click. They're digging. As they reach the bottom, they realize it's rounded, but it's softer. Like there's almost like you could push into it. It's up to you. Would you like to push into it? Would you like to sit there and look upon it? What would you like to do? Would you like to leave it alone? It's all up to you. Spirit. Okay, 1 second. I gotta look up something really quick. So, you just have enough room to reach to your spear, and you stab up into it. Turf starts to turn, but as they turn, the spear penetrates through, and a large torrent of goop comes launching out of it, coating you in turf. It's almost like a torrent, a river, spewing out and launching you out the hole you dug. You successfully cracked open an egg. That big rock was actually a massive egg. You successfully destroyed a fertile egg that was in the stage of hatching soon. It was getting over its final mucky muck. So yeah, it comes down to whose baby did you murder? As you make it out the tunnel, you launch out of the tunnel, goop all on you, land on the ground. Everyone turns and snaps their attention to you. Andrea with a plastic bottle in their hands. As you guys look over, one of the other rocks starts shaking back and forth. What would you guys like to do? You successfully murdered an egg. You successfully murdered a baby Pokemon. Yeah, whose baby did you murder? They ask. Would you like to reply? Oh, man. I'll get behind the sheath for protection. Something big. So, as the rock is shaking, let's see. Crystal hides behind the sheath. Go for my power nap from all the noise. Dragon snaps up to attention, realizing there's something going on. He looks over and sees Soul coated in goop. So with that happening, I want to hide with Crystal. Leafy sneaks behind Crystal and the she. So, seconds later, the egg hatches. A large light flashes the area. Let's roll to see. We're just going to do one roll. Oh, that's so close. That would have been a shiny. It was one away. Bro, it was one away from being a shiny. One away from being a shiny. That's so funny. Out pops of the medium-sized rock next to the large rocks, a Tropius. Its head flailing back and forth. The cold washing over it. It starts to shiver and shake. This is open for anyone as it's no one's at the moment. Whoever's the fastest to interact with it gets to get the initiative. Soul Click launches a ball. Successfully captures it. That's funny. So, Soul Click launches the Pokeball at it. Critical captures the Tropius. The fire misses and lands on a rock near, which then hyper accelerates the rock, which now we realize is just a whole bunch of eggs. And now it starts to shake back and forth. And it hatches. What are you going to do? Whoever types the first just gets it. Crystal launches an ember directly at the Tropius. And now this is Crystal's interaction now. The ember launches, successfully hits. Let's see how hard it hits. It hits 1 damage. It hits 1 damage. It looks over in shock, and tears shoot out of its eyes. So what would you like to do now, Crystal? This is your interaction. It's a Tropius. Tropius. Ember again. The second Ember launches. Critical hit. You knocked it out. What would you like to do? Would you like to catch it with the Pokeball? Critical capture. 2 or higher to land the Pokeball. You successfully catch a Tropius. Congrats. Well, let me check to see if it's shiny. You're right. I'm giving Crystal extra rolls since she's been so supportive of the stream. So yes, she will get extra rolls. 1. It's a shiny Shadow Tropius. That's fucked up. That's hilarious. Shiny Shadow Tropius. That's funny as fuck. The darkness flashes over its body. It was made by pure evil. Evil incarnate. As that's happening, behind Andrea is another medium-sized rock shaking. It explodes. What do? Soul Click launches a Pokeball, but it's not fast enough because Andrea launches a Pokeball first. 5 or higher to catch it. Let's roll to see if it's shiny. Do you have a shiny charm, Andrea? I think you do. Do you? I can't remember. Shadow. Okay, yeah, I have Shadow Charm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No Shadow luck, but it's okay. So let's see. You toss a Pokeball. Did I say 4 or higher? You do not catch it. However, its eyes flash and looks over at you. You have initiative. You can do a move. You can attack. You and your Pokemon can attack, by the way. You have the initiative at the moment. A little baby Tropius. God dang it. My hair's stuck in my mic. It's annoying. Yeah, it'll be level 1. Hatch Pokemon are level 1. But you'll be able to, they'll level up a lot after this journey, so don't worry. Go out and you scold myself, but I do it in the air so it lands on the baby. It launches, the scold launches in the air as Litleo pops out. And let's roll to see. It would have been 4 or higher to not damage it enough with the scold. It's getting damaged no matter what. But if you did 4 or higher, would have been it wouldn't get upset or cry. 3 and lower, it would have cried. So you successfully landed a hit. It's now screaming and crying. The Tropius, the bananas turn sour. Orange. How you doing, by the way, T? I just saw you pop in. So you have successfully landed a hit. It has half health. It's not too happy right now as you just burnt it with the Scald. The baby Tropius is flailing around screaming. The bananas have gone sour. Well, the Tropius eggs aren't normally that big. You just killed an alpha Tropius with the extra large one. So you eat a ball at it? Okay. 4 or higher? Baby, how you doing? Debates. 4 or higher? Hey, you quickly captured it. Congrats. You caught a Tropius. Now, Leafy and dragon are the only ones that haven't got one out of this interaction. So I'm gonna do a coin flip. 1 through 3, Leafy. 4 through 6, dragon. Leafy, as you're walking around the area, looking at all the other stones, you see one shaking. What do you do? What do you do? While that's happening, let's say I go up and gently pet and lay an avocado near it. Okay, you pet it. You successfully pet it. You successfully lay an avocado down. 5 or higher to see if it hatches. It does not hatch just yet. It was just getting ready to hatch. So, we now roll it to Dragon's turn. However, you're still sitting next to it. Dragon, as you walk head down, since you already missed the Alolan Graveler, everyone has found an egg that is hatching. You're like, oh man, it is what it is. As you're walking, you trip and fall to the ground, and you look at your foot, and you see there is a decent size, not too big, not too small, rock that looks like all the other rocks. It's about like this, maybe like 20 centimeters big in like height. While that's happening, let's roll to see if it hatches. 4 or higher to hatch. It does not hatch. The egg does not hatch for Leafy. It just shakes once more and then lies dormant. How you doing, George? The egg does not decide to hatch. So at the foot of Dragon is a small rock, about 20 centimeters tall, that looks like all the other rocks that hatched, which were actually eggs. Pretty crazy. I'm still cracking up over that cement water bottle. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Leafy, while you wait to see if it hatches again? You already failed twice on seeing if it hatches. Anything you'd like to help accelerate it, maybe? Leave me and my bottle alone. I want to add more avocados to it. So you take a big handful of avocado, or big, like, I guess, yeah, like hands full of avocados, and lay them across the ground. And the egg starts to shake more. 4 or higher to have it hatch. It does successfully hatch out. The Tropheus jumps up in the air as it hatches out of the eggs. It lands on top of the avocados. It slips. 2 or higher to have something bad happen. Oh, you're so lucky. You are so lucky, bro. You are so lucky, you little fuck. I was going to have it die. I was going to have it snap its neck because it slipped on the avocados. It slips on the avocados and lands on its butt tail thing and looks over at you and licks you on the face as it now thinks that you are its mom. I'm going to walk past it. Enough bad luck for today already. So let's see, I said bad dragon. That's not what you want to hear. Papa Dragon, Dangle Dragon walks past the egg. It was an egg. Far gone. A shine comes from it. It was a guaranteed shiny. But that's too far gone now. Everyone has moved on past it already. Oh, I'm so evil. Let's roll to see if he notices. Let's see. I was gonna say 3 or higher. As Dragon's walking away, it shines. You can see a shine through it, but also a little embryo in there, a little like fetus, a little baby Tropius in there. Do you not realize it's an egg? Would you like to go back and get it, Dragon? Would you like to go back and get it? Yes. Okay, so dragon walks her way back, bends over, picks up the rock. They realize it's a tiny egg that seems to slowly be growing because it was 20 centimeters before. Now it's 21 centimeters. They can see a little out shape of a baby in it, and it sparkles every once in a while when they look at it once again. So congrats, you found a shiny Tropius egg. You put it in your back pocket next to your cheeks. That's one of the warmest areas. You don't want to put it near your balls because you haven't washed for a bit. So back cheeks, the cheeks are better than the bulbous. Nice warm area for the baby egg. Oh man. So everyone successfully has captured their Pokemon. Leafy successfully whatever it's called, domesticated his Tropius. It's following him like it's that's their parent now. But you still have yet to find the thing the person has told you about. All that's left now is a large size egg. What do you do? What do you do? There's one large size egg left. Alpha, do I feel extra damage to newborns with my spear tip? No, you just killed it. No, you just killed it. Anyone that would have stabbed an egg before it was ready to hatch would have killed it. You just hit a soft spot of the egg. Pierce straight through and dead. Second, I just got a message from T. Give me a second. Are you ready to play, by the way, T? Because I have you queued up in a sec to jump into this. Oh, dude, that's wicked. Hey, they can hold it. Dude, that looks so good. I want that so bad. I just don't have the money for that. That Arcanine is so good. If you want to post it in the chat, you can. Dude, that's so wicked. Let's see. Flashcat, I want to touch it and see if it's alive. You touch it and you feel nothing from it. It doesn't feel like the other rocks, though. You launch a flash cannon at it. Let's see. 4 or higher to successfully work. You do. You launch a flash cannon. It chips away at the rock. A big chunk of it falls off, and it's starting to reveal something underneath. Debates. If you want to go in the Discord, and I can later have you join these if you want in the future, because right now these are all like viewers as well. Just right now I'm setting with the people, and I'll make a video or something like that, a rundown on how this works. But if you'd like to start joining these, you have a chance to. Right now this one's a special one set in stone at the moment with all the people. But tomorrow I will probably have everyone can play and join in. Right now it's too hard to go from you guys to the Discord chat and try to have it balanced right. So today I can't have the viewers in particular. Like right now I couldn't have you just come in and do some random stuff. But if you want to join the Discord, I can set you up with your character and all that type of stuff and set you forward to joining this. Just let me get a second to get the Discord link. Yeah. Excuse me. So if you want to join the Discord, I believe that's it. I hope. I hope. Okay. So you whittled away at the at it, and you're starting to see something deep within it. I inspect what the damage did. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, let's see. In the future, I might have it to where if you guys want to, like, viewers want to do something in particular, there will be commands and whatnot. Just right now, it's too hard to try to interact with both chats. Let's see, 4 higher to inspect. You rub your hand against it, but you can't understand or tell what is below it, but you know that there's something going on. So you don't successfully identify what's in there. You don't successfully inspect it, but you know that there's something happening within that. So you feel like there's something in there. Also, within this time when you guys left, T Style was in his house admiring this new large Arcanine plush that he bought recently. He was making tea. Making tea. With that happening, he opened up his freezer, and he felt a colder cold than normal, and it felt like there was something in the back of his freezer. So he reached forward, trying to go grab for it, but as he kept reaching, his reach never ended and touched the back of the fridge. So he kept reaching and reaching into the freezer, and he just kept he just wouldn't, no matter how far he reached, he never touched the back of it. So it piqued his curiosity, and he kept, reaching with his other hand now. What happens if I go to this side? And while that's happening, he's realizing that this, the normal clearly it's only 3 feet wide his freezer is, and probably 5 feet deep. But he is now about 10 feet wide in and about 20 feet in deep. He can tell that there's something in there. He put his Arcanine in there, his big plush Arcanine, and it keeps going. So he takes the Arcanine out, and he realizes, can I explore my freezer? So as he's exploring his freezer, he puts 1 foot in, and then he takes 1 foot out. He puts 1 foot in, and then he takes 1 foot out. And then he puts his right hand in, and then he takes his right hand out. And then he puts his left hand in, and takes his left hand out. And then he does the hokey pokey because he turned himself around. And he goes in the freezer and realizes that there's something weird, because this 6-foot freezer should not accommodate a full person, and it shouldn't go on for as far as it's going. So he walks into the freezer. Anyways, with that happening, you guys don't know what's going on. This is just T right now. He's exploring his freezer at the moment. So that being said, we're going back to the rock. What would you guys like to do? This is the last remaining rock. You already chipped through it somewhat. I want to tell everyone to be careful. Okay, so Andrea says, be careful because there's definitely something here. We're just not too sure what it is. This one is not an egg. At least you don't think it's an egg. I tell Soul he's an egg. Soul, you're an egg. So yeah, you're an egg. So you flash cannon it once again. Let's see. You successfully flash cannon it. The flash cannon cracks the rock down the middle. It crumbles away. And then you see there is a cool breeze in it. And it's almost like it's like a nice little cutout. And there's something rattling deep inside that rock. What would you like to do? I want to claw at it. I'm closest to it. So you launch your hand forward to claw at it, since you're right next to it. Oh, that's wicked. That Shadow Shiny Tropius is wicked. That is cool. You fail, but you successfully reach your hand out, clawing into it. And as that happens, something grabs you and starts yanking you forward. You're bigger than the hole that is currently made, but something's pulling you forward into it. Something grabs your hand and starts yanking you. They grabbed your paw and they're yanking you. Andre yells out, "It got me arm!" I panic. "It got me arm!" I grab the cat by the feet. So dragon grabs the cat by the feet and pulls. Let's see. You successfully start pulling Andrea out, but it's fighting back. It's pulling you. You're pulling it. It's pulling you. You're pulling it. As you yank it out, you see a hand come out from the other side of the rock. And it's desperately swinging at you guys, swapping and flapping and zapping and hitting. What do you do? Andrea's free, but there's a hand flying around. I yeet a ball. Okay, so Andrea gets a ball ready. So you grab it. You grab the arm of the thing. You successfully grab the arm on she's shoulder and watch this unfold. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So you grab the hand, you hold it still. Andrea throws a ball at it. Let's see if the ball lands. 2 or higher to have the ball, or 3 or higher to have the ball land. The ball launches and hits the tip of the fingers, causing pain to strike through it. You know how when a ball launches at you, hits the tip, and it just pain? Boof! The hand shakes, and you hear muffled screams, and it tries to move around as Soul holds on to it. Then Leafy grabs the hand and squeezes it hard for a handshake, which causes more pain and suffering to happen. Well, that's happening. That's happening. We're gonna go back to T, by the way, who explored his freezer. He feels a chill go around him as he gets deeper and deeper. It's almost like he's seeing an end to this tunnel. As he gets to it, he sees there is almost like a rock wall, and he can hear stuff on the other side. He goes, "Hey, I know that voice. That's my friend Crystal. Wait, what's Crystal doing in my freezer? What's she doing on the other side of this rock? What the heck? What's going on? I'm freezing cold." Seconds later, a flash shoots from the other side of the rock and chips away. And T goes, "What the hell was that? Oh, they're trying to save me. I get it. I'm stuck in my freezer. That must have been Leafy's flash cannon." Another one blasts through. T reaches his hand through the hole, going for there, but then Andrea grabs onto him, squeezing down. I don't know. He grabs on Andrea, squeezing down, saying, "Help me." That's when Andrea freaks out. You now are viciously assaulting T on the other side. You're starting to realize the hand. Crystal's like, "That hand looks familiar." That hand looks familiar, dude. What would you guys like to do now that you're realizing there's something rather weird going on? Crystal's like, "That hand looks familiar." Leafy goes to break the hand. You successfully break it. You got a critical. Leafy raises his hand up, trying to slam it down. He's aiming, quick precision. He's looking. He's getting his karate chop set into motion. Puts it right next to the hand, raised up high. Goes down. Leafy. Energy's flowing through Leafy's hand. You can tell that this is going to be the sever slash. Leafy's dead set on completely ripping off. You can try to stop Leafy. Okay, I'll try to stop Leafy. You successfully stop Leafy. You push Leafy to the side so it doesn't sever the hand. Leafy then continues the swing and slams the hand onto the rock, breaking his little pinky finger, but successfully cracking the rock in half. There's T. Eyes frost over from the freezer. Snot, glacialites, little stalagmites, what are they called? I can't say it right now. Boogers coming from his nose. "I'm free!" With that happening, she grabs Leafy from behind and tosses them out of the way. That's funny. That's good. Leafy's broke the skeleton fingy. And T-Style emerges from the broken rock. Stalactites, that's what they're called. Boogers from the tip of his little nose. That's too funny. I was looking for some iced tea. Icicles. That's another one. Boogsicles. Boogiesicles. Icicles. That's funny. Congrats, T joined the party. Everyone looks at him and goes, oh man, you just missed it. You just missed we all got Tropiuses. But at that very moment, you see a large shadow go across your guys' head. You hear flapping in the distance. Ruffled fan leaves. And you see something circling above that's casting a shadow down upon you. What do you do? What do you do? How you doing, Skybomb? I look at it what it is, but seek a place to hide. You look up to or higher to successfully identify. You do successfully identify. Remember, beforehand, there was Tropiuses that hatched recently. So it only makes sense to have a parent near. You guys look up. A alpha Tropius flying above you guys. Looking down and seeing that all the eggs are cracked. And goop from one of the eggs that got destroyed leaking to the ground from the hole. The mother Tropius puts 1 and 1 together and it makes 2. And guess what? It's not too happy at you. That was stupid. With that happening, yeah, you're covered in yolk. It immediately darts towards Soul Click as it realized that you killed all its babies. That's what it thinks, at least. And you maybe ate them too. I use T's by as a shield, and Leafy uses Soul as a shield. That's funny. Just a bunch of people hiding behind each other. So Andrea successfully hid, and now it's launching its way towards Soul. Let's see if it successfully could hide behind T-Style. You successfully hide behind T-Style. T-Style! Atropius Alpha is launching at you! What would you like to do? Scream. T-Style launches a scream out. Let's see if it lands. You successfully just bottom of your lungs belched out a large scream, paralyzing and making the Tropius fall to his feet. Would you like to throw a Pokeball at it? It is shocked and stunned. It never heard such a yell before. Send me a picture of it, try hard. You toss a Pokeball. 3 or higher to catch it. You successfully capture a Alpha Tropius. That's crazy. That could have been Soul Clicks, but you decided to launch him T-Style in front of him. Let's roll and see if it's shiny. Yeah, I have to shiny roll. Since it was their birthday, I'm gonna keep it at 1 in. Actually, I'll go to 1 in 20 odds. Let's see. 10 rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, yeah, shiny. Congrats! It was a shiny Tropius. It was not Shadow. Congrats! You got a Shadow or shiny Tropius. Added to your party. Alpha Tropius. Add to your party. Did I roll your Tropius in the egg? I did right now. You do 2 rolls. You did not get it. You did not get it. I don't remember if I rolled your Tropius in the egg, but I did now, and you didn't get it. Congrats! You got a shiny Shadow Tropius. Or not Shadow, but shiny Tropius. Just a normal shadow, shiny Tropius. I keep saying Shadow Shiny now. With that being said, let's see. We got okay, so now we have T-Style with us. And you realize you cracked all the eggs. He successfully captured that trophy. That trophy sauce was going to be a pretty intense battle. So big thanks to T-Style for accelerating that battle and getting out of the way. No, I don't want that then. That's good. That's good, try hard. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so what would you guys like to do? You guys, would you like to scan the area? You realize all the rocks are broken. All the rocks are broken. So one person wants to look forward. He has shield in case the father also shows itself. They follow with Andrea. Okay, that's fair enough. Take some rock shards with me, might come in handy. Perfect. So you get some of the rock shards pocketed. So as you guys walk forward, you come to a average sized rock. What would you like to do? I want to sniff. You go to sniff, the rock sniffs back. What do you do? Bonk a ball on it. As you bonk a ball on it. Let's see. 2 or higher to catch it. I'm not, my bad. I meant you have to have 1 or 2 to catch it. You hit a 6, which has been a critical. So you toss a ball, it hits it, it grabs the ball and tosses it back at you. It catches Andrea. The Pokeball encapsulates Andrea, and now she's caught in a Pokeball. What do you guys do? I didn't really catch Andrea. She's not caught. She's just capped. She's just like stuck in the ball, I should say. She's stuck in the ball. Well, Crystal has it first. So Crystal's holding the ball already. I want to take Andrea back from Crystal. You guys are both on the same side. Help. Let's see. Help Scat out. That's not good. Scat. I don't think you want to help that out. I don't think you want to help that out. So as you guys are all fighting amongst each other, who gets Crystal? You look like was there anything you guys want to do with that? Anything else? Anything wants to do something? Crystal has the Pokeball. And you can see little Andreas in there scratching their way, trying to get their way out of it. You're still stuck in there. You just walk through and attempt to break the ball. Okay. 2 or high, 3 or higher to break it. You miss and hit Leafy with the rocks. Let's see. 2 or higher to successfully run. You do successfully run. You're running, and they can't catch up to you. You're running. You're running. You're running. And Crystal's out of sight now. You guys look, or she's not out of sight, but she's getting out of sight. You guys look and see the thing that sniffed back and threw the Pokeball back is now gone. As Crystal's running, she slams into something, falls to the ground. What do you do, Crystal? So hey, kind of hey gay, you know. I can cancel you on Tumblr. Uh-oh. The rock doesn't do anything, just stands there. What do you do? I throw a rainbow flag in its face. They use their hand and they go like this and wipe it off. I hope you guys seen that on YouTube. That's gonna be so funny. They go like this and wipe off the flag. The flag falls off to the ground and it just looks at you. What would you like to do, Crystal? It's looking at you as your flag falls and drapes over you. Let's see, you asked if it's male or female. You see that it has a large nose, and then it points down, and you see there's something larger than the nose. Andrea's still caught in the Pokeball. We gotta discuss. I don't understand. I throw Andrea to battle. Andrea comes bursting out of the Pokeball free. What would you like to do, Andrea? You're not free from the Pokeball. Andrea starts to run. Let's see if he successfully runs away. Three or higher to run away. I'm not bad. 4 or higher to run away. Oh, you do not run away. You start to run away and you trip over the lower part of the Pokemon or rock. You do not catch up yet. What would you like to do, Crystal? So you launch a Scald at it. Let's see. You successfully land a Scald. It shakes it off and sits there and looks at you. Crystal picks up Andrea and launches Andrea at the rock statue. What would you like to do? Andrea, claws out. The claws out, launching forward. Let's roll to see if it happens. 3 or higher will land a hit. It lands a hit. Andrea launches into the stone. Its claws digging down deep as it's like this. They're now stuck in the statue rock thing. The big nose statue rock thing. You're stuck inside of it. What would you like to do, Andrea or Crystal? I mean, you can try to get out. Send out Wiggles. Okay, you send out Wiggles. I try and retract my claws. You do successfully retract your claws, and you fall to the ground, laying on your butt. Your cat butt. But it's okay, because you land in a patch of snow. So it's totally fine. And so you sound Wiggles, now what? Wiggles bursts out, jumping around. Razor Leaf. You launch your Razor Leaf. Let's see. It successfully hits. Razor Leaf scratches across the statue rock figure, and the leaves just crumble against it. It does some damage, but not much. What would you like to do, Andrea? The wind picked up really hard, and there's a snowstorm happening behind you from all the snow on the ground. The rest of the group can't catch up to you at this moment. It's almost like there's a wall of snow, but it's not affecting you guys. Okay, Wiggles is listening. The statue's standing there, looking down at you guys. Wiggles doesn't seem too happy with the recent development. Would you like to do anything else to the statue? You can still attack it, Andrea, with your Pokemon too, if you'd like. It's all up to you. Oh, you activate the Sisu. Fair enough. You activate Sisu. That increases the stage by 1 attack. Your opponent's -1 dice rolls. Your opponent's speed lowers. And also your attack goes up by 1. Let out Cubone and Headbutt with the Zisu's powered. No, because the snow's so strong you can't even see through it. You successfully land a Headbutt, which starts cracking the stone. Now, swinging it back to you, Andre. What would you like to do? Oh, my bad. I meant to say Crystal. I meant Crystal, not Andrea. I meant Crystal, sorry. Well, you can also do something as well. It doesn't seem to care for what you're doing. It's just looking at you guys. Wiggles use Mud Slap. Mud Slap gets launched, smacking it across the nose. It lands but does little damage. Clomping him on the nose. Just... What would you like to do next? What's your turn, Andrea? It looks down at you guys. It looks down at you guys. It looks like it's taking some damage, that's for sure. Gazy Cubone is just confused but sees I don't like it, and it goes and get another angry headbutt. So let's see. It launches in with Fury. It successfully lands a hit, smashing into the statue, the stone statue. The big nose stone statue is starting to crumble even more. You can hear some grinding from within inside and noises. Now what would you like to do? Crystal, you can go if you'd like. Andre, you can go again. It seems just to be looking at you guys. I think it's like a robot. Would you like to inspect it? Would you like to inspect it? Look at it from afar. 4 higher to see if you successfully inspect it. You're too far away. You can't see what's inside it. Would you like to go closer and try again? Infused with power gains. He's charging forward with a Stanger and punch it as Wiggles raises Leafs again. So both of you charge in full speed ahead. You slam a punch directly into the nose. It plows past the nose, making the nose turn to the side, and then the Razor Leafs follow suit. The Razor Leafs pepper and crack the skin even more of the statue. and you can hear even more noises clinking about inside, and it's starting to wobble back and forth. What would you like to do? It's gonna be over soon. Over and look closer, but have Cubone close. Okay, so you're really close now. Let's roll. 3 or higher. Successfully inspect. You successfully inspect it. You look at the statue, and you see inside of it are moving pieces ticking about, back and forth, moving. You see mechanical gears shifting, and you do realize that this is some type of robotic golem. Would you like to inspect it more? So you look in the back. Let's see. Roll. I don't know who cares. You're. It's not attacking you. So you look at the back and you see there is a control panel, and there's buttons all about its back. And with that being said, you realize it's a robotic golem of some sort. But with that being said, you see something inside its chest that kind of is like shining, but the rest of it is kind of breaking apart at this point now, and it's starting to break down. Andrea grabs the shine. Let's see if any gears catch her on the way in there. 3 or higher to not be caught. Bruh, you have no luck right now. The gears grind into your paws, and it seizes around you. The gears do. The machine shuts down, powers down, but your hand is stuck within the gears. Andrea just needs to not put her hand where it doesn't belong. Your hand's stuck in there. I have Wiggles grab Andrea with a vine whip and pull. Luckily, Andrea did grab purchase onto the item that she wanted. So you pull and successfully yoink out Andrea, and you see something that looks like it's interesting. Would you like to look closer? You can lick it. You lick it. You lick it, and it tastes weird. It tastes almost metallic, like it's been it has like a metallic, gloss-like finish. Take my rainbow flag and wrap her injured paw. If you land a 1, you mess up the tourniquet and she loses a hand. Ooh, you're lucky. You successfully wrap her hand, her injured paw. If it would have been a 1, she would have lost her paw. I show the item to Crystal. Crystal, would you like to examine it? The thing has now died down. The storm. So the rest of the group is gonna be able to head forward, and they see that you guys found an artifact inside this robotic golem of a machine that symbolizes some type of Pokemon. It was not actually a Pokemon. It was just a machine. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? You're gonna keep it? Okay, so the thing is, you examine the thing that's in there, and it looks like it's a machine tooled down, carved by mechanical tools, and it forms almost like a statue, like it was whittled away. And it looks like it possibly was someone's prior, and it was made as of a recent. Any of you guys gonna take a guess? Yay! Crystal got it. The old man made it. The old man made it! You successfully recovered the item he was looking for. Inside it was a whittled down statue that he made. Now, the reason why he put it in that robot is unknown. But would you like to go back and wrap up this mission? Sorry, T-Style. Like, I mean, you didn't really get to do much, but hey, you got Alpha Tropius. Okay, I want to go give it. Sounds good. And it shot. That's true. It shot. So actually, it was successful. It was successful. So as you guys make it back, you trace your steps backwards. You see where you stepped upon beforehand, and you make it back to the igloo. However, you are no longer in this plane. You are now at the igloo. It's once again nighttime as you make it back. You walk in to the place, and you realize that the old man's sitting there anxiously waiting. He's full of life, excited. You see that he has a book on his lap, the one he read to you earlier. What would you like to do? Yeah, you're coming up for the wrap-up. On the way back, you guys went to the base camp that Angel made, and you successfully recover Angel and tell her your tales. I'm sorry, you missed a Tropius, but don't worry, there'll be more Tropius in the future, maybe, Angel. But you did get all the EXP and the possible rewards that come from this. Okay, I show him what I found, asked him why he made a robot. So you extend out the carved statue that he made himself. He goes, that's a keen eye. You found what I was missing. I'm sorry, as I tried to test to see how ready you are for the future events. If you noticed, that was not a Pokemon, yet a robot. And within that robot was this item. The story behind this robot's very simple. I used to have a friend deep far within the island, and I would send this robot to deliver them handmade gifts once every year for their birthday. Well, on the last tour, it never got to its location, I assume, and it so happens that you guys found it for me. I don't know what happened to my friend, for the robot has the item still, and it looked lost, apparently, I'm assuming, from what you guys are telling me. So I guess I could only know, where is my friend and what are they doing? Did the robot find him? Or did it didn't try to deliver but it couldn't? Or did it get lost on the way? Only time could tell, I guess. Maybe you guys could help me figure that out in the future. But thank you very much for that help. And now he says, would you like to hear more of the story though? So yeah, he made a robot, sent out to his friend. Didn't do it, you know. Okay, Leafy, could you leave the call and could you leave the stream? You don't get the story. You don't get the story. Too bad. Oh, so sad. I'm gonna mute Leafy, deafen them, everything. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick recap of what happened because I know a few people missed it. We're going to go from, whoops, what am I doing? I got to pull from I forgot, I have it on my phone. I'm going to recap what happened prior. Because I know that T-Style missed it. So I'm going to give you the story of what happened. Essentially, he pulled out a storybook, this old man did, and he read the first part of it and said, I'm too tired. So I'll read the rest when you finish this mission. So we're going to start over from the beginning, as he is gonna retell it for the new person that joined. He also wonders where'd this guy come from? Where'd this guy come from? And why's he got a big old Arcanine plush with him? Okay, so the story, the story that we had started says, long ago there was a vibrant tropical island pulsating with life. The geothermal energy from the volcano made it a perfect habitat for growing plants all year round. The lush emerald jungles meeting the beautiful blue lagoons caused a splash of rich yet exotic scenery that could take your breath away yet soothe your soul. From beautiful sandy beaches to rolling hills, from the highest palm trees to the deepest caves, The beauty of this thriving ecosystem was rivaled by none. The people that lived there respected the land and gave back all that was taken. However, great things must come to an end. For what was built upon sand must wash away with the tide. It started with a single ice cube, a never melt ice cube to be exact, for no matter how hot things got, it would never melt, hence the name. Perplexed, the townsfolk were, yet intrigued. Soon enough, more started to wash ashore, one after the other. Some would say it was an act from God. Some figured out a way to contain the cube in a small box and rigged hot air to flow down into the box, which would then push out the air through the vents. It caused a chilling airflow to come out. Pretty nice invention when you live near a volcano. Others would find a way to now successfully prolong the expiration date of their food by storing the cubes in large containers, segmenting them behind a sheet of steel, and resting their food upon it. Technological breakthroughs like this improved the quality of life for all the island folk. However, they were already happy and grateful for what they had. But those were the beauties to this tragedy. For there's always two sides to the coin, because one night the glacier came, and it melt. Oh, it melt. So, with that happening, that was the first part. Now we're going to the second part of this story. Only a few people have seen this story so far. I think 2 people here have seen this story so far. I would say 2. So some of them know what's going to happen. Other ones not so much. Very few saw it happen. A large drifting glacier crashing ashore. A unsettling chill swept across the once tranquil beach. Within seconds, it rapidly melted. That's when it awoke. Glowing eyes glared onto the beach. The glacial demon from the 9th circle of hell, get it like hell, has begun its feast. It started with a newlywed couple. Its massive jaw silently swept up the beautiful bride, leaving only a slim, elegant hand. He felt the arm go limp and slap against his leg. The silent, starry night now exploded into grinding ribs and cracking bones as he turned to see his forever partner leak through the frozen monster's jaws, dripping upon him as her guts drape in between the teeth. You cannot describe despair that severs you from reality that you knew. It's like a new plane of existence opens up, and you're first in line for a ride of eternity. There was no tears, no whimpers, just dread that imprisoned his soul. She was his beauty, the monster was a tragedy. I don't know why it didn't eat me, I only know it didn't. Oh, how I abhor the thought. It's like getting to know any answer in the world, and as they answer you, you go deaf. You're only left with their wondering why. But let's not get too selfish here. This isn't about me, it's about what wasn't me, them. The souls that couldn't escape a prison of teeth, that were damned to freeze in a belly of despair. After leaving me with my love's arm, it charged forth. And then, a little tiny break, it says, the first night. It was my small oceanside town. It was my small oceanside town. One scream turned into 3 screams turned into eternity, because it felt like the screams never ceased. The once warm beach was now coated over with ice that just wouldn't melt. Beams of ice shot out the tendrils of the obscenity that came from its back, blowing through homes, uprooting trees. As the citizens flee, icicle spears crashed down from the sky, eviscerating them. There was no time to act, only time to die. Old, young, it didn't matter, for fuel is fuel. Remember, an engine that's always running needs more. So as dawn breaks, so did the town. Nothing but debris and pillars of ice. For the people that escaped the jaws, flash froze within seconds as the beams coated the area. For what was built upon sand shall return to the sea, but what happens when the sea is frozen? Well, then nothing returns, does it? Remember, this was only the first night. And that concludes Chapter 1 of the story to come. That is a successful Iceland mission. The guy looks upon you and says, This is the story of this island. This is documented from me. I have lived through all the trials of this island, and it's hard to remember these things. But with that happening, I would like to tell you more in the near future, but right now, I must reminisce on this tragedy and try to recover from this. For it is what it is, but life does go on. But what happens when you're trapped on an island and life doesn't go on? When the ice is frozen around you and your heart is now frozen over. So with that happening, he looks down at you and asks you guys directly, are you sure you'd like to continue this journey onwards? For I have given you the easiest of easy missions. Down the road later on, there will be perilous, how do I say this? Perilous tasks that hold no bounds. New things that you've not explored yet. If you're willing to go forward with this mission in the future, please say yes. We have one yes. Let's see. Alpha Mega Glacial maybe, or Kirum. Obamna Snow maybe. That has snow warning. Those are all good guesses. 1 yes, 2 yes, 3 yes, 4 yes, 5 yes, 6 yes. I believe that's, we have 6, 7, I believe. Yeah, 6. Okay, economy. Perfect. Okay, this will conclude. He now knows that you guys, not concluded fully. He now knows that you guys are very serious with this. He's willing to give you guys a new mission after he gets a long rest. Thinking about this past made him happy in the sense more people are now knowing what happened of this island before the Great Freeze came. The Ice Age, some would say. The Glacial Awakening. The descent into, I guess, the frozen hell. Whatever you'd like to say. He's happy he gets to tell you guys, but at the same time he's heartbroken knowing the fact that everything he used to love is now encapsulated in ice, and he's not too sure by the few people that could be alive, such as his friend, are they really out there anymore. He could be the final soul of this island that once inhabited it. So with that being said, it's wrapping up with that idea of that. So he grabs a statue and says, thank you. I'll hold it here for now. If maybe later I could have you guys search for my friend and see what came from it. The plane was just a testing grounds to see what was to be had, and also to recover the item, as a he knew that it was somewhere out there, as he had a little GPS thing. He just didn't know the exact coordinates. So he says he's internally grateful for you guys. Everyone that participated was given an item, and he's very, very happy with the results of what you guys had. He's grown the friendships with you guys greatly. He's now sees you guys as friends. So he hands Angel is it called a South Bell? So what's the bell that increases happiness with a Pokemon when it wears it? South Bell, is that it? Yes. So you get a South Bell, Soothe Bell, whatever it's called. Soothing Bell. It's the Soothe Bell. Soothe Bell. Is that how you pronounce Soothe? I'm not sure. It's called like South. So yeah, whatever, that bell. He notices that your Eevee loves you greatly and you're holding it off, it seems. So he gives you that. I don't know what's gonna do just yet, but it's gonna do something, obviously, like extra. It's gonna increase the happiness of your Pokemon. He hands let's see, Crystal a, well, let me check out your Pokemon first. He might hand something to you guys individually that you might like. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Let's look at Crystal's team. Oh, shit. You guys pretty much got... She has everything... Okay, he hands you an unknown artifact. That's what it is. He hands you an unknown artifact. Next up, let's go to Dragon's team. Anything in particular that you could use? Dragon, is your Beedrill a Mega? It is a Mega already. Okay, I believe. Herm. I'll come back to you. I'm trying to figure out if there's any items you guys need to evolve your Pokemon. This is a tragedy. I can't see. I'm trying to think what might be useful for you guys. Yeah, I can give it to it right now. How about Andrea? I'm going to give you leftovers. Do you like that? Is that good? Andrea gets leftovers, the held item. Let's see. Leafy. What do you want to give Leafy? I give you... Let me think. I give you a candy that's not known yet. It's a candy and you don't know what it is. So you're given a special candy. Crystal, I wouldn't plant it. It's not plantable. It's chewable, but it's not plantable. Crystal, I'm going to give you also a candy. You also get the same candy. He hands both of you guys candy and says, you know what, you whippersnappers deserve a tasty treat. Dragon, let me think. What would be good for dragon? Would you like a weapon, dragon? What type of weapon would you like if you got a weapon? Unless you want a piece of charcoal, that's fine too. I'll give you a piece of charcoal, that's good. Yeah, I'll give you some charcoal. The held item? Was that boost fire attacks? Yeah, you got that unknown. What unknown artifact was it again? How'd you get it? I can't remember. I'll give you a charcoal dragon. Soul. What would soul want? Okay, cool, yeah. So in this game, it'll just greatly increase your fire moves. He doesn't have a Gengar book. He doesn't know what you're talking about. He goes, what's a Gengar? he's what a Gengar? What's a T-style? Is there anything you would like in particular? Since you got thrusted in here and they bopped you around. By the way, that candy's very good and you're going to be very happy with it, Leafy. Just bring it next time. I'll take anything. Let me see. Would you like to... Is there any weapons your character would like in particular? Like, for your character, like, you can get a sword if you like, a whip, anything like you think. Apart from my spear tip, how about your spear gets an extension so it can launch itself forward while you hold it. You push a button, and then it shoots it forward if you'd like. But it's still like, it's just like extends it 5 feet forward. So if like, you stab it outwards, push a button, then it'll launch forward, being able to pierce further. Which sounds dumb because it's a spear, but trust me, it's extremely useful. It would be. Oh, I thought you made the metal. Then I guess he'll make the metal shaft of it for you. He goes, oh, look it, I made a shaft a long time ago, and hands you this big metal piping that is for a spear. I thought you had the spear already. It's for itself. I thought you made it a while ago. So there you go. You don't have the 5-foot extension yet, but you do have the shaft to the spear now, so you're able to make it. What happened, by the way, Skybomb? Anything happen in particular? I see you put no. I just saw that. A sword. Okay, is there any type of sword that you like? Any type of style sword you like, T-style? You gauge that it's not gonna break over vigorous damage. It looks pretty sturdy. That's what you know. The quality's good. It's made by someone that's top tier fiddler of crafting, I guess you could say. Nothing in particular. Okay, you are given a nice, sharp, shiny scimitar, and there's a little tiny groove in it that looks like something could be put into it in the future. He goes, you look like a person that could use this better than me in my old age. And he hands you this old scimitar. It's gold engraved. A handle. The hilt is all gold. There's a few indentations in it, but one really big indentation. It looks like something could fit in there. Things could possibly fit in the other parts of it, but this one looks like it's really calling for something in particular. And he says, oh, I'm so sorry. I have something for it, but I currently don't have it at the hand. It must be somewhere in this igloo. And you say, how the heck do you lose it in an igloo that's not too big? But little do you know, that igloo is a lot bigger than you think. So anyways, that wraps up, I believe, everyone getting something, right? I take it. Chris, I've used the time of the team was gone to build a igloo of our own since I studied the structure earlier mission. Yes, but it's not going to be the same level and quality or the same material as the igloo that the guy made. If that makes sense. Because if you remember the story earlier, His igloo is a bit different. It's almost like he built it out of something more than sand. Or more than ice. How many levels are we getting? 1.5. 1 2/4. No, I'm kidding. Do we never melt ice? I don't know. It might be. Yeah. Yeah. He built out never melt ice. But you guys are just gonna... You're just gonna kind of assume it. Because you didn't attempt to try to see if it melted or anything. You just were looking at it and realized that it's kind of sturdy. Just a little one, but would level up a lot. Yeah, okay, so let me do a RNG generator out of 25. Oh, not 225. 25 and 14. So let's do the trophies first. Actually, it'll be out of 10. They have a chance to level up a lot, I should say, because they really didn't participate in anything because T-Style, I think, caught that alpha trophy super fast. It was gonna be a huge epic battle, but he caught that really fast. So let's roll to see. This is gonna be Angel's trophy. Oh, she didn't get trophy. Don't worry, you'll get something soon, Angel. You'll get something soon to make up for it. Actually, do you know what? As Angel walks out of the igloo, she stumbles upon a stone like the one before. Out of frustration, she kicks at it, and her leg bops off of it, and everyone rushes to her like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Would you guys like to explain why she can't just kick things? Baby egg. Everyone yells out at the same time, it's an egg! SoulClick says, try kicking it harder. Uh-oh. Perception check. 3 or higher. You failed perception check if you try to check it. Don't do it. Don't check to see. I kick Soul. Leafy kick Soul. Watches in silence. What would you like to do with this egg? 2 people tell you that it's a baby. 1 person tells you to kick it. Another person just watches you. The person that tells you it's a baby kicks the person that says it's just not a baby. It's not even a friggin' baby, dude. That's what he says. What would you like to do, Angel? I'm gonna reward everyone their levels while I wait for Angel. Andrea, congrats, you got level 23 Tropius. Crystal got level 24 Tropius. Leafy, oh shit, don't do that. Leafy, what'd you get? Level 11. Your coupon will come after. Right now we're doing this one. Dragons hasn't hatched yet. SoulClick caught one right away. Level 22 SoulClick. And T-Style, yours... Yeah, yours is 24, Crystal. T-Style, yours is gonna be level 40, dude. Level 40 Alpha Tropius. Congrats. Keep in mind that it will sometimes not obey you if your other Pokemon are not near it, so it might go against your will sometimes. Shiny Tropius and Shiny Shadow Tropius today. Plus, Crystal got another thing recently. What other shiny? You got 2 shinies, didn't you, this time? Yeah, the Alolan Geodude, yeah. So people are telling me tonight I gently let Eevee down to approach it and see if it approves of the curious thing. Eevee sniffs it. Successfully sniffs it. And with that happening, it's saying that it's good. There's baby in there. There's a baby in there. Also, the people that got an egg from the first daily hunt or whatever, the daily mons, tell me later, and your next exploration will hatch. So it's not ready to hatch yet, Angel, but there is a baby in there. You can tell. It's a little. Everyone tells you it's a Tropius as their eggs hatched. Yeah, Crystal got really lucky and got 2. I gave Crystal 5 rolls for every encounter since she's helped out a lot to have this keep going through donations, and they were able to get 2 shiny shadow Pokemon. I gave other people like 2 or 3 re-rolls as well. I didn't only just give her it. Pokemon level a bit too. Yeah, so all the other Pokemon in your party will level up by 3. Yeah, you're gonna be a dad. Good for you. Skybomb says you're gonna be a dad. Good for you. I'm already a dad in this game. I got me a. Well, hey, do you want? I don't. Hey, that's why I don't have. I'm not. No one knows if I'm a dad or not. Everyone just caught the Pokemon. They didn't even try to battle him this time. No one even battled Pokemon except for Andrea and Crystal, really. Well, one other person. Ty did use Incinerate, but I think it missed. Or was it not Ty? Dragon. A few people did do battles, like no one actually battled. Myself made igloo and sleep with it. Evian arms next to fire. Love heals all. Sounds good. And there goes the first installation of the Glacial Wasteland. It's the Darmanitan Island. This was like a quick little thing brought together. The next one will be a lot larger, and it'll be a lot more chaotic. There'll be more battles to be had this time, and there will be situations where it's gonna be a lot more intense. I just didn't really plan this one too much. It's just what's gonna be something simplistic this time, and to establish the lore so you guys know what's going on. Like I said, feel free to think what the Pokemon are that you heard of the story. Come to your own conclusions. You'll get more that uncovers as time goes by. The next one of these lures for this one will probably be next Monday, possibly. Tomorrow we'll probably have another RP session, but it'll just be a basic one for fun. That'll have battles and whatnot. We might even do our first trainer battles. I'm not too sure yet. But, so yeah, I think on Monday will always be like a big lore day. And tomorrow, we might be able to start Zisu tomorrow. We might, because I know Crystal's patiently been waiting. Well, it comes down to how busy I am tomorrow, which I don't think I'm too busy, so I should be able to. It depends on what comes in the mail tomorrow. If my bike comes in the mail, then, I think it comes Thursday. But we might be able to start the Zisu one. I think that's a good idea. But yeah, everyone else, my bad, everyone else leveled up 4 levels. Sorry, all your other Pokemon leveled up 4 levels. That's what I was trying to say before I got distracted. Can my unknown artifact be a new collar that repels Pokemon that got eated at me? Oh yeah, I missed your one. My bad. My bad. Can my unknown artifact be a new collar? Message me that later, Andre, and I'll think about it. Message me a few type of collars you'd like to have your Pokemon have. Or ones that make a collar yourself if you want to, and then send it to me. And then I'll come up with an idea. Oh, don't ask what Zisu is. That's not good. That's not good. You're about to get a huge message in your Discord DMs. Crystal's gonna leave you 10 paragraphs and a character analysis. Yeah, it was a very simplistic one today. It wasn't meant to be anything crazy, just trying to establish it. Did you guys like the story I made so far? Did you guys like the story I made so far? I'll continue it more. I'll continue more of it later this week. So do come Monday, we'll build onto it. They're caught. They just get if they do get, well, some of them are like the Safari Zone ones, which we might have a Safari Zone event soon. I don't know about tonight. Maybe tonight, Safari Zone event. Who knows? If you miss it, then I'll have you do it tomorrow. But we might have a Safari Zone event again soon. So keep your stuff close. Remember what happened last time. Make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're paying attention. I swear, dude, everyone was just like, I'm not going to try to catch it. But yeah, I think that about does it. I hope you guys had fun. I got to get ready to hang out with my friends. I had a good time. I'm hoping that we'll be able to hang out tomorrow. Depends on how I feel tomorrow. Zisu might be tomorrow. I'd like to because Crystal has tomorrow off as well. So I'd like to start it. And then that's going to be a multi-part thing. And this is the idea is all based around Crystal. She made this whole entire lore thing for us in a whole entire island, in a whole entire scenario. So make sure you thank her for being able to support this. You don't have to thank her, but she's making a whole entire thing since she was so nice to kind and support the streams with massive donations. So that being said, we'll have we'll make sure that all of it's set up, you know. His boyfriend. No! I wish Crystal was my boyfriend. If Crystal turned into a boy, it would be over for her. She's like, nah. She's like, nah. But let's see. I'm gonna rest for a bit before I have to leave. Thank you for watching. The next one will be a lot more clear and better. All your Pokemon outside the Tropius that got their own individual levels got 4 levels up. So keep that in mind. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess.